So where were we?
Oh, yeah.
We were looking at the progression of money and how you...
I had a conversation with you a few months ago, and it was about... I was asking you how you manage all your finances on a month-to-month basis and like pay your bills and stuff. And you told me the technique you use. And you kind of mentioned it just a bit earlier about sorting things out on the first. But what is your process?
I have an Excel spreadsheet at which I have all the monthly expenses, the fixed costs that have to be paid out. So I have a control sheet in a certain folder on my laptop. And for that month, I print out that control sheet. And as I make the payments, I tick them off. And I make sure they're all done on the first. So that on the first of the month, so I'm talking about things like mobile phone bills. I don't have utility bills because my company pay them all for me. But other expenses that I have that need to go on a monthly basis. So paying the gardener, paying the driver. And I have those sorts of bills now instead of the utility bills. But anything and everything that needs to be done on the first of the month, get it off your head, get it paid. And of course, at the very top of that sheet is my savings. So the first line of the spreadsheet says savings.
What are your savings for? Because you have the property business as well now. So you're making monthly. So what are your savings? What are they for?
I still need to save.
You don't know?
I do. But I still need to save. Now, the savings don't necessarily need to be for something specific, but it needs to be money which is out of your current account. When money is in your current account, you're likely to spend it. When you take money physically out of a current account and push it into a savings account, you're physically removing that money from yourself. But I still need to save. No matter how high your salary is, no matter how well off you think you are, you still need to save.
For emergencies.
For a rainy day, for an emergency, absolutely. Now, I guarantee you that there are listeners out there who have got no idea what their monthly budget is and they're living day to day. So now it's even more simple. You've got contactless.
That was me, you know.
You've got contactless cards. You've got Apple Pay. How easy is it now to go and spend £7 or £8 at a coffee shop, right? Go down to Starbucks or wherever, spend £7 or £8 or £10 on just like a basic couple of coffees and a croissant or whatever. And that adds up on a monthly basis. So people are out there with no notion of what their actual monthly budget is. So,
I used to have no idea.
Right.
What was in my bank account?
So first thing to do is to analyze.
Yeah.
Right. As you say, you had no idea, right?
And now, I know every day.
Good.
Because I have to keep on top of it.
Start with an analysis. Put together a simple spreadsheet and let's look at historic then. If you don't have a budget moving forward, start a spreadsheet. Very, very simple columns. So build a column for entertainment, for food, grocery, shopping, travel, right? All the obvious stuff that you spend money on, and historically plot it for the month. So say that in the month of January, I'm going to keep every single receipt. I'm going to keep a note. You just keep it simple. Keep a little simple diary if you want of every time you buy something. Just note it down there, put it into that spreadsheet so that you'll see a pattern of your spending. How much am I spending on each area to give yourself an idea. How much did I spend on mobile phone bills? How much did I spend on utilities? So that over the months, you build up a pattern and you say, am I living beyond my means? Am I staying within my means? How much and this is where that power of saving comes in, because before you start spending on all of those, if you tuck away £50 or £100, then you're removing that money. So the whole idea is physically removing the money away from yourself. So it's at the point where you have to pretend like you don't trust yourself.
Yeah.
You know, because it's too easy to spend. So give it to someone else, and that someone else is called your saving account. So whether you give it to your husband or wife to put in a box on a shelf, or whether you put it into another bank account, it doesn't really matter. You figure out what works for you. But the whole idea is separate that money out, and slowly, it becomes a large amount, you know? And again, you mentioned The Slight Edge. I think that I would highly recommend that people listening to this get a book called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. That's Jeff Olson. It's a beautiful book, very, very simple read, but it shows you how to manage your finances and your relationships and anything else you want to do in life, even your health and fitness, through a series of boring but repetitive actions which are easy to do and easy not to do. And this whole savings area comes into that kind of category. And believe me, it'll be a real eye-opener for you.